guys, welcome to another episode of Bolt Action Tactica. This episode we're going to look at infantry squads. First we'll discuss points costs, then we'll go on to team and team options and weapon options. And then we'll discuss role on the battlefield. We'll also discuss squad size, because it's a hotly debatable subject. I won't actually recommend the size, but what I'll do is I'll give you some information and then you can draw from that information and build the squad the size that you think will work the best. Okay, so first off, let's have a look at the squad stats. Now you have to take 2 squads as a compulsory option. So the basic infantry can be experienced, regular or veteran, and normally consist of 1 NCO and 4 men. However, the US, their basic squads is 1 NCO and 5 men. The squads are armed with rifles. The squad options enable you to add extra men. So normally you could add up to 5 extra men, 6 in the case of the US. Each man will cost 7 points for inexperienced, 10 points for regular, and 13 points for veteran. So let's have a look at squad size. So standard size unit is 5 man. We know the US have 6 and other nations might have different, but we're going to use the 5 man as a standard for this tactica. So a 5 man squad on the battlefield is a cheap unit, but is not very resilient. To increase the resiliency of a unit, there's 2 things you can do. You can either increase the numbers, or you can make them a veteran unit. Now, if you increase the numbers, there's a special rule in the rule book whereby infantry squads that are at full strength are allowed to re-roll the morale check when taking morale checks. So you shoot at a 10-man squad, put 3 pins on them, and you think they're pinned. Comes to their turn, they get their order dice, they put it next to the squad, they roll a morale check, and you fail it. Hang on a minute, it's a full 10-man squad. You can pick up the dice and re-roll that morale check. Chances are it'll work and you can move on. Now, this only works if the squad remains at full 10-man squad. If you manage to put a couple of pins on and cause a casualty, you don't get the re-roll. The re-roll is only there while the squad is at full strength. Weapon options. Now, they are all armed with rifles. However, the NCO can have a submachine gun at additional cost. Inexperienced and regular squads, up to 1 man, can have a specialist weapon, be that a light machine gun or a BAR. Veteran squads and late war squads normally give you the option to take 2 LMGs or BARs, and also some can be given anti-tank grenades. If you do take anti-tank grenades, then the unit will have the tank hunter's special rule. A lot of people add the SMG to the NCO. Although it's 3 points, it enables you to readily identify which one of the figures in the squad is the NCO. Most weapons in the infantry carry have a range of 24 inches. Unless you've got BARs or LMGs, which have a longer range. Therefore, you're looking at 2 or 3 turns of positioning and manoeuvring before you're going to start be in range to really put the hurt on on your enemy and mount up the pins. And the same for them, they're doing the same to you. They're moving towards you about putting pins on. Alt action is more about pins. It's about manipulating unit morale than it is about killing. Okay, so let's now take a look at infantry battlefield role. Now, there's 3 basic roles you can give them. You can give them objective units, fire support units, or assault units. So I'll have a quick discussion about each one. So an objective unit is a basic squad that you're going to use to go forward to capture objectives. Now this squad would need to be larger in size because it's going to take the brunt of enemy fire. Weapon options is entirely up to you. As I say, most people will give your NCO SMG just to identify them. You can, if you wish, add in extra SMGs or a BAR, US or LMGs. It's entirely up to you. But this squad could do it being at least 8 models in size. As I say, it's going to go forward and it's going to get shot at. The next squad is a fire support squad. Now, a fire support squad is a squad you're going to use to sit back. So this can be used to cover an objective that you have to defend as such. Basically what it is, it's a 5-man squad, and what you do is you give it the maximum amount of long range fire you can. Say Germans, you can give it an LMG, or if veterans and you've got the option, you can give it 2 LMGs. So it's an NCO, 2 LMGs and 2 loaders for a 5-man squad. And this squad is expensive, but it also has long range fire, and that's their role. An option with a fire support squad that I like to do is take the MMG team. It's good, don't get me wrong, a lot of people play them and they're great, but I find with the MMG team you're stuck with the fixed firing arc. So if you want to shoot at a target and there's nothing in front of you to shoot at, you have to move your MMG to fire at another target, but because you've moved, you won't be able to shoot that turn. Whereas if you take a 5-man fire support squad with just a single LMG, an LMG can shoot in any direction, so the squad can move. It's got a good range with the LMG. If you also give the squad all rifles, so you got your NCO with a rifle and the other 2 guys with rifles, plus your LMG and the LMG loader with a rifle, this squad can move forward. It can shoot in any direction. It's still putting out a higher rate of fire, but it also has the advantage that it can't be taken out with a sniper. If a sniper shoots an MMG team and you get exceptional damage and he takes out the guy operating the gun, the whole team is removed from the table. With a 5-man fire support squad, the same sniper can take out the gun, which means the LMG's gone out the squad, but you've still got a 4-man squad with 4 rifles on the table. Granted, they won't be as effective, but you've still got the squad there. You've still got the order dice in the bag. So my personal opinion is 5-man fire support team is better than an MMG, but you can try out both and see what you think. The last option is one a lot of people do, is an assault squad. And what an assault squad is again, however many men you want, it's up to you, but it can get very expensive. So for example, say a 6-man squad maxed out with as many SMGs that they can have, or in the case of Germans, as many assault rifles as they can have, and you put them in a truck. Now you leave the truck in reserve if you're playing a game that's got reserve, obviously. If not, bring them on in a truck anyway. The job of this squad is to get across the table as quick as possible and go for a high priority target. Now if you put them in reserve, you can wait 2 turns and the truck can come on halfway across the table, so it can come on 24 inches on. It can drive 12 inches or 24 if it's on a road, and then next door the dice, the squad inside can get out 6 inches. So the range that they get is phenomenal. You've only got a short range on your weapons, but it doesn't really matter. If you play them right, they will be within 12 inches or even within 6 inches of a target squad. Say you've got 6 guys with 6 SMGs, that's 12 shots. It's going to cause damage to whatever you shoot at. The next turn, you got the option to assault, because having the SMGs gives them tough fighter, which makes them better in close combat. So that's it, guys. That's a quick look at infantry. As I say, this is basic infantry, not your specialist infantry like your paras, your engineer squads, your SS. This was just a look at the basic infantry squads that's available to all nations. So, hope you found this useful. Okay guys, so thanks for watching. Don't forget, if you like what you see and you want to see more, please hit the like and subscribe button to get notified of when any new videos are posted up. Also, if you want to support the channel, then please go to the Patreon site. It's in the link below. Thanks for watching, stay safe, and see you next time.